I know you're more than aware. There's a lot of really intense anger floating in the country, unlike anything I think I've ever seen in my lifetime. Back in February, the Surgeon General was tweeting the risk of the virus was low and more people will get the flu. Now he's going on TV and saying it's our 9/11. We've heard of senators, on both sides of the aisle, Democrats and Republicans, allegedly selling their stocks after being privately briefed on the coronavirus and personally profiting when they should have been worried about their constituents and, in my opinion, warning the American public of the imminent dangers of this virus. I have lost a lot of confidence in government officials. Have you lost the same kind of confidence that I have in the past 2 months?
I mean, listen, I will tell you, first of all, on the issue of the stocks, I'm on a bill with Elizabeth Warren and others. I believe that members of Congress should be prohibited from owning stocks while they're in office. But let's talk about where we have seen a vacuum of leadership, such as with the administration, and you pointed out examples. But where we have then seen others pick up leadership is our mayors and our governors. What extraordinary work they've been doing. I mean, their broad shoulders have been bearing the brunt and actually providing national leadership on how we address it. Mayor London Breed of San Francisco, the first mayor in the country to shut it down. She took such political heat for doing that when she did, but in hindsight, and speaking about just the rapid pace of this, hindsight now is about 3 weeks. When she did it, now in hindsight, we realize it was the right thing to do. The governor of California, Gavin Newsom, the first governor in the country to shut it down. And now we're seeing California have the ability to ship ventilators to other places because right now, thank God, they don't need them with the same sense of urgency others do. So we have seen great examples of leadership. And that leadership has been born out of a few things, Megan. Courage. An appreciation for the fact they hold these offices in the public trust, so it's not about them, it's about the people they represent, and their ability to act knowing the tools that they have available and doing it in the best interest of the people they serve. This is a moment where people have to rely on their government to work. And at a local and state level, many have been able to then have confidence there. But at a national level, and in particular from the administration, we've seen a vacuum of leadership, and we're paying a price for it. And as to your point, people are dying.
Senator Harris, this is Sarah. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell blamed the impeachment hearings for Trump's lack of focus in the early onset of the coronavirus outbreak here in America. How do you respond to that?
I think it's just another example of shifting blame. The President of the United States should have the ability to multitask. And when we are talking about a public health crisis, the President of the United States should be able to immediately turn on the mechanisms that should be available were he actually paying attention to his various responsibilities from the day he took office. But instead, we have in Donald Trump and his administration an administration that shut down a division of the federal government that had the responsibility for concerning itself with pandemics. We've had a President of the United States who has his Attorney General having lawyers in courts right now in America trying to get rid of the Affordable Care Act, which brought health care to 30 million people and said there will be a ban on refusing help and medical care to people with pre-existing conditions.